Peace be upon all my friends and the Muslim community for Ramadan. Blessings. The holy month of Ramadan has arrived, and I just wanted to wish all my friends all over the world a happy Ramadan and Ramadan Kareem. It's a blessed month. Seize the opportunity to repent and have your soul cleansed from sins and from all the toxics that you have had throughout the year. It is a blessed month where you can repent from anything you can imagine, not just sins. You can repent from a toxic relationship. You can repent from choosing wrong. You can repent from being maybe not righteous. There's so many sin that we obviously do every day, and I'm quite sure that every one of us, if he has this blaming soul, then this is the right month that you can repent and you can ask God for forgiveness and for guidance. It's not about only forgiveness. I really ask God for guidance. The guidance is one of the things that I always seek. For God is great, He forgives everything. He does forgive everything, but you've got to have the will of really repenting and not repeating the same pattern again. So all what I seek always in my prayers or when I ask God, I always ask for guidance. Guidance is something that really you need to seek. One of the things that I have had, I'm just probably recovering from a very bad relationship. So I've had a very tough one and probably the hardest in my life, reaching my 40s now, and it is hard. I have to say it was really hard at the time. I had the hit, which was kind of around 6 months back. So I have had a bad relationship and a very hard breakup. So here I am. I'm healing. I'm recovering. I wanted to speak about a very important thing today. Is loving yourself and working on yourself. We often forget ourselves and seek just the happiness of others, and how would I look in front of others, and how would I look if I did this and that. And we all often forget ourselves completely, and we don't really. So when someone say love yourself, you associate it to like being an arrogant or being like an abnormal person, like who does not love himself. I have experienced how love yourself means through a specific treatment, which is life coaching. I have started my life coaching with Aga. She's a great friend of mine. She's a great life coach. Honestly, I actually rejected to start even in the process in the very beginning, and I was like, no, I'm okay. I don't need to really go through life coaching, and I don't need to really speak with someone who was like, I thought it's like I'm not psycho, and I started saying I'm not psycho. I wouldn't talk to anyone, and actually it has got nothing to do with being psycho or being nothing. Every one of us in this universe needs help. Help by talking to each other, by talking to a wise person in your life. Sometimes, I ran to my mom and I asked her for based on experience in life. Or you ran to a wise friend, an older friend, to seek for an advice. I have, as I said, I have had a quite tensed and toxic relationship, and it ended up badly, and no matter who ended with who, it was like really I think very, very hard. And I speak about myself obviously because again the whole video is about to love yourself. It might be a bit long, but trust me, when you go through what I have gone through, or I mean, experience-wise, I'm not talking about the experience in being like the pain relationship or something, but what you have done, the transmission that I have had in my life, is is what made me make this video now, and it's worth actually making the video right now. I have had a tremendous change in my life. I basically didn't know what love yourself means until I experienced it, and I started actually working on myself. And trust me, it is just not about getting rid of a pain, or running away from a pain, or just working on yourself. It does work on yourself in all aspects. So if you focus on your financial goals, your career goals, your personality goals, your relationship goals, everything that you've been doing wrong or misguided, aga can obviously guide you. But obviously, step by step, you need to obviously start by yourself first. See, I have had things in my life that I never knew that I'm that person, and I'm acting like that, until I really started taking it serious, and taking the sessions very serious, and very much focus into how to reconnect to my soul and reconnect to myself, to understand my subconscious was full of trash. Trash that I can tell you, probably from the childhood, and you never knew it is there. You never knew that the pain is there, but obviously the pain is there, but you are actually acting toward this pain, which you don't understand, that because of this pain you're acting like that. You never associate it until someone digs very, very, very deep and bring it up. And when it comes up, you really start, like, you stop and you say, really? It's true that I have had, some of us had a very bad relationship or bad childhood, and then, you know what, because of this bad childhood, because of the raise, you started acting or building up your character, which you went out to the universe with. So I assume, and I'm not sure, that most of us, or I wouldn't say the majority, but I would say some of us, had a bad relationships, a bad childhood, a bad history, bad habits, whatever. When you reconnect to yourself and understand that it is you who had this, all these actions and the built up character, it was you. Yes, you was probably manifesting what is inside you that you didn't know, because obviously you've never known any of your toxics or your complications until you started getting it out. When you press the wound, you know what? Sometimes when you have a wound, you don't really feel it unless someone like press on it. So you feel it. So when you feel it, you will heal it. And this is what I've been working on myself now for. I started January. So my collapse was nearly in started in September, and gradually started getting me, really hitting me down badly, and I was like completely lost person. I was it was really difficult. I would say I would look at myself 5 or 6 months back, and I would look myself about myself now, and I was like, I would really be proud of myself, of what I have done. I'm proud of actually the person who had me here. I'm actually thankful for it, because I've started working on myself like non-stop. I just took a decision, and I never skipped my sessions, no matter how important I have other stuff. I always was focusing on, no, I have my sessions, I'm gonna do my sessions no matter what. I started by understanding very well and resonating back to myself and back to my soul, and reconnecting to my soul, working on each and every angle of my character that I have weak, or things that I didn't know about myself at all. One of these complexes or toxics, I would say, that my subconscious was full of hurt, full of complications, full of comparisons, full of untrust, full of I would say really it was a bunch of complexes in a box that never went out, and it kept here. So I think I've built up my character. I've never been a negative person in my life. I always laugh. I always joke. I love life, but that was like from outside that I show to people, but inside I was somehow getting bullied, or like there was something wrong about it, which was kind of appearing when I was like sitting on my own. um, then I started actually collapsing since the breakup. Like I've lost it completely, like really lost. It was hard. I wouldn't say it was not hard, because what I've experienced in this relationship. It was like kind of first time in my life to experience such experience. So I took it very negatively, and I was like really very much hurt, and I started really like losing completely my mind. Losing my mind in terms of not really being a maniac or crazy, so I'm still smart. Um, Losing my mind in not focus at all. I am not focused at all. Zero. I had zero, even minus zero focus. What I have had is I lost my passport. I lost my car keys. I started really losing. Like I was not very much unfocused at work, um, and it was like I don't want anything. I don't want to talk to anyone. I want to be with myself, and I don't want to ideally talk to anyone. And that was like one of the things that I didn't like about myself is like when I was sitting with myself, I was even getting worse and worse and worse, and this could lead to something very dangerous. Obviously, it's not me, not my character. I would never do it, but I would compare myself with others. If I would have had a very very weak, like completely weak character, then I would have done something in myself or suicide or something, which the last stage of depression. I didn't lose really myself like that. I haven't had a depression. I had some anxiety, some a bit of a depression, but depression controlled one, not the one that you don't control. Um, so my friends, because they are actually the genuine ones, you have your best friends, you have friends, and you have best friends. You have categories of friends. Um, they started actually talking to me, and I was like, you need help. And I was like, no. I was like very stubborn, and like I don't need help and all this stuff. And like because it's pride, it's like, no guys, I'm very good, I'm fine, it's just a breakup, what's going on? I'm like, but I was telling them this, but in between myself and myself was like horrible. It was like, yeah, I do need help, but I'm never gonna seek it. So then I agree with Aga to start doing the life coaching. So we started by digging deep into the childhood. What exactly is the most hurtful stuff that I have had in my life? And we started talking normally, and then I started talking. So she started bringing up things without me feeling how I am dishing it, like as if I'm being interrogated, or like I drank something and I was like just dishing everything what is inside me. So she have a technique that she use, a very smart one. I wouldn't obviously reveal it because you need to try it yourself. But she makes you talk. She really makes you talk about everything that bothers you, whatever, even if it's deep and personal. You will eventually, with Anya, speak about it and talk about it. How? I don't know. She studied it. She's very good at what she's doing. She's a professional life coach. I never thought that I will do life coaching in my life, and I never thought that I will change 180 degrees in a short time. Um, I normally said, like, in the very beginning, it's like, yeah, it's just speaking, and okay, fine, and I just need anyone anyway. I need to speak with someone anyway. But deep inside the sessions, and whenever we were getting deep inside my character, and I was talking, I was feeling like a bit better, a bit better, a bit better. And it was like leaving the session. The session is like around 1 or 2 hours. Um, I was feeling like relaxed, and the meditation that we do afterwards, and the role plays that we do is kind of really like what you wanted. Uh, what is really what 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 I'm actually speechless about is how did I discover myself? I discovered that I never loved myself. Over 40 years, I'm 40 years old almost, I never loved myself. And based on never loved yourself, you was completely acting wrong. So you was attracting bad energy, and then I learned a lot about the energy and the negative energy and the positive energy, and how the universe react to the energy that we put over there. A lot of beautiful stuff that you need to experience yourself, because in all honesty, I cannot tell you whether you should absolutely experience it. I cannot tell you how it feels, because you will not feel it. I felt it, but you need to experience it to feel it. It's all about feelings now. So what you feel, right? It's a feeling that I don't think any one of us who have never worked on himself felt normally. So you need to experience this. It's beautiful. I am now very much connected to my soul. I'm very much humble. I understand people. I understand. I always give a benefit of the doubt now, and I understand people. I don't react, and sometimes when someone do an abnormal action, I don't get angry anymore, or I can say, you know what? Maybe he's having a bad day or whatever. I give him always the benefit of the doubt. And even though, you know what, the most important is, even if I don't give anyone a benefit of the doubt because I don't know you, if I don't know you, if you don't not dear to me, why would I actually let this negative energy of yours resonate into my energy or into my soul? Whoever does not resonates into me anymore, I am just walking away. And that's it. I've forgiven. I started by radical forgiveness for myself, because you need to forgive yourself for all what you have done, because you yourself, you have wronged yourself. So for you to forgive others, to move on, you've got to forgive yourself that you've done this to yourself, right? And then you practice the radical forgiveness for each and every person that you categorize that, like maybe the most hurt or the most bad experience or something. You gotta forgive these people. I have had a session, only one session for radical forgiveness for whoever who harmed me, and I can guarantee you this was the worst, the most difficult session that I've ever had in my life, because I couldn't. Some of the characters that came in my life, I couldn't. I was like, no way, I'm not forgiving them. Like, I cannot get it. I cannot grasp it. But guess what? In the end, eventually I did. I really did. I thought that I'm never gonna be able to. Of course, I'm not gonna mention any, but I thought that I'm never gonna forgive them in my life, and I did. And I did really humbly. Look, like I did. While I'm very much convinced that, you know what, hating them or not forgiving them or for clinging or like grieving them, it just makes me in one pot. I don't want to be in this pot. I don't. I want to go out. I want to see my life. I want to continue. I want to live my life. It's a short life anyway. Nobody knows when is his last day on this planet. So I have had this, and I was like proud of myself. It's like I did it. I really did. I forgot. I've forgiven them. I've forgiven them. And I was like, and trust me, the feeling that you feel after this is I can't describe it. If I describe it, you wouldn't believe me. So you need to sense it. You need to feel it. You need to experience it, so that you really feel like how awesome is it for your own soul. If you do that for your own soul only, it's not like put it in your mind. Okay, why am I doing this? Why am I forgiving them? Okay, I'm forgiving them because of myself. I want a peace. I want to move forward. I don't want to. I don't want to be talking about whether you want to you're convinced of forgiving someone or not, because I can't tell you, because you tell me no, right? But when you experience why do you need to forgive them and who benefits out of it, you will forgive them. You will forgive them. I strongly recommend you guys to start working on yourselves. If you cannot, obviously you cannot work on yourself not unless someone is telling you this and that. I recommend you big time, and I really strongly recommend you to start working on life coaching. Life coaching sessions will change your life, will make you having a peace of mind, will make you really different person, a real different person. And trust me, I'm not making this up, but this will absolutely make peace to yourself. Nothing else. Aga is a great tutor, and I would recommend her 100%. The way that I have seen change in those. I started in January. Yeah, 5 months back. 5 months back. I've had 2 months drop where I didn't want to do anything because I was like very much into victim zone. But now I am eager more to know about myself, because the more I know about myself, the more I actually grow, and the more I actually really have a successful career, relationship choices, everything. Everything. You can really work it out before you do. You remember when you get into a conversation, someone tells you, and you tell him, you know what, I've had a bad experience. It's like everything happened for a reason. It is right, but he just say it because he knows the word. But you know what? You in the life coaching will be able to dig very deep and understand the reasons, right? There is so many projection, mirroring, denial, not loving yourself. There's so many sections that you will really be able to touch base, and this is all big for you, not because of anyone else or for one else. It's because of you. It's for you. It's all focused on yourself, subconscious, and moving forward. Career goals, financial goals. Sorry, fasting, whatever, whatever you feel like an anxiety, like whatever, she will be able to help you, and you will trust me. You will love what you're doing to yourself, because loving yourself makes really peace, and it manifests immediately. It manifests to the universe. The universe brings you back what you manifest. Remember very well, what you manifest in the universe, it comes back to you. I always give an example of, if you stand on the top of a hill and you shout hello, you will not get back a different answer. Never. It cannot be. Not unless someone else is on another top of a hill, right? So if you shout hello, you get a hello back. If you curse, you curse exactly the same curse back, and that's it. So whatever you dish outside, it comes. This is something related to karma. Is it like karma? Karma. I hate people who say karma is a bitch. It's a very rude word, and I don't ever think karma is a bitch. Karma is fair. Karma gives you what you give to others, right? You give good, you take good. You give bad, you take bad. And trust me, karma will hit you down. Whether you are 60 years old, 70 years old, what you do today will affect you long life. Why? Because you will never, no, none of us will leave this planet until he has finalized or paid back what he have dished, or what he have caused to others, I would say. So be sure that if someone hurt you one day, sometimes we're like, I want to see one day how she is or how he is. But for you and for her, for us, like for boys and for girls, we're all equal. Don't worry. Karma plays this role. You don't need to. You don't need to be like rush it. Don't rush it, because you never know. Maybe karma will just get to hit the second day or the third day or after a month or after a year. You never know. Or maybe after 20 years. I've had it personally. I've had it personally. And my karma came back after 8 consecutive years. I have actually forgotten and moved on, and I completely forgot the person who I was obviously harmed or whatever, misunderstood. I want to say, don't put yourself always in the zone of a victim, because a victim is like loser. You will see yourself, loser, and you will it's just harming yourself, right? You're not a victim. Everything happens for a reason. Everyone comes into your life, teach you a lesson, and he leaves. Or everyone comes into your soul, resonates into your soul, and it doesn't work again. It is again a lesson that you should obviously learn from. And this is it. Boys and girls, exactly the same. I'm not talking about myself, talking about someone else, or I'm talking on behalf of the boys community or the men community. No, it is, we're all equal. So what you do today, you as a girl to a guy that has nothing, had tried to work it out and it didn't work out, it coming back to you. You will meet someone in your life who you will fall in love with, and you will feel like he's the one, and he's gonna do exactly the same, because that's his mission in this world. His mission is to come to your life and give you back what you have done, right? It's not necessary that maybe things are gonna be very good and cool and you will be happy, but deep down inside something is gonna happen. If this didn't happen in your relationship, it will happen somewhere else. Right? Like in a form of anything, an accident, losing money, losing a dear person, is always a karma. But usually karma is, because that's why I think karma is very, very fair. It takes back, it's not a revenge, takes back the rights of the people who you harmed at a certain, I would say, not certain action, but at the exact probably action that you have done. So if you cheat, you're gonna be cheated on. If you steal, someone will steal you. If you lie, if you whatever the action is, it comes back, and sometimes it comes back twice. It depends on the action that you have taken and how bad is it. If you ask me about what I feel now, I'm not gonna lie. Somehow, you know what? If we're humans, we will until the end of our days, or God knows when, you will still a bit grieve someone who you loved. Maybe this person is like moved on, and you don't know nothing about them. Again, boy or girl, for years, like 10 years, 20 years, but you sometimes what is inside here is inside here. So you feel like a grieve. A grieve means like, oh, I wish that would have worked. It would have been very nice. But don't let the grieve hunt you down. Like, grieve is good. It's not bad at all. I mean, you've spent some time with this person, so, or you maybe fall in love with one day and then you don't love them anymore because of the breakup or because of the whatever, or you moved on and didn't work. You both had a mutual agreement that it's not working, and she got married, you got married, and you moved on, both of you. Sometimes we'll always remain grieving a little bit of a good times, which is not bad. Even if you got married, it's gonna happen. And whoever tells you no, I got married, I'm very happy, he's lying. And Grieving's good. It's not bad at all. But don't let it hunt you down. Don't live in it. Don't live in the victim zone. Don't live into the hurt zone, because sooner or later you're gonna get rid of the hurt. Boy or girl, you're gonna definitely soon forget about the hurt. It's not gonna be like you will remember the hurt every day. You live with the hurt every day. It comes for a little while and then it leaves, because life goes on. And this is how it is. I don't want to be really talking too much, but what I've known about myself in the past 5 months is impeccable. I couldn't believe that I would dig that much into my character and be a humble guy like that. I'm very happy of what I have achieved. I struggled in the in the first 3 months. I really struggled a lot, but now I am seeing a huge, great results where I can vouch and recommend blindly life coaching. Aga is the best one. You can obviously talk to her. That's my personal opinion, and she's my personal life coach. I'm gonna put probably her, if I would do this video as an IGTV, I'm gonna put her link down below the video or in the comments, and you guys can talk to her, and trust me, it will change your life. Until then, take care of yourself, and again, love yourself. Never cling, never grieve, never feel sad. Move on, things are gonna be better, and trust me, positivity and dishing a very good energy to the universe will only bring you back a great energy. What you think, you achieve. What you think, you achieve, 100%. All right. Thank you very much, and this is my experience. I just wanted to show it and express it, and obviously share it with you. So all the best. If you have any questions, just write it down, DM me, and I will be very happy to answer. All the best. Thank you.